Arn, we'll do one more question. Actually, just do two quick ones, and then we'll wrap it up. Sonny Kane wants to know, what was life on the road like with Ric Flair? Huh, maybe that's your Dark Side of the Ring episode. I'm just kidding. What was life on the road like with Ric Flair?
Well, he, for the predominance of the Crockett run, Rick always rented limos. After we'd been there maybe 6 or 8 months in after I got there, Rick started, and we had gotten this Horseman thing up and running, and it was hitting on all cylinders. Rick was paying, I want to say it was about 60 grand a year in limos, which he was making well over probably 500,000-600,000 back then in his position with Crockett. So he was renting limos. We started staying at Marriott's. I'm a little bit of a fickler about a clean hotel room. Always have been, even before I could afford it. You know, when I spent plenty of time in Louisiana in some real dumps.
I can imagine.
I mean, not
Roach
even
motels.
Oh gosh. Well, yeah. I mean, you go over to the door and there's a gap about that much from the top of the door to the ceiling. You stick your arm through it. Yeah. So the guy must have been high that was cutting those doors. That's all I can tell you. When they built that hotel.
Right.
But I mean, I went through all the rotten stuff, 3 or 4, 5 guys in a room, did that. But you know, we lived first class, and then they started adding those planes and stuff, and it literally was, you know, and Rick would go back to the bar at the hotel, and he would buy 30 shots of kamikazes right off the get go. His whole deal was he wanted to get everybody tore up in the bar and then sit back and laugh at them.
Sounds like fun to me.
Yeah. If you can afford it.
Right. Not a bad deal.
We weren't turning it down. Let me put it to you this way. It was like living like
rock stars.
Yeah. It was like, you know, being on tour with Led Zeppelin or something.
That's great. Oh, Arn, well, listen, we're going to wrap it up there. What a great time. We have tons more questions, but like I said, we have them saved here. We're going to add to it. We're going to do 2 special Ask Arns to wrap up the year. And before we get out of here, I want to remind you to check out arnlinks.com for all things Enforcer. The weather has changed drastically. And if you need to get those Horseman hats, the jackets, get them ASAP because the orders will get backed up. With the holiday season rapidly approaching. They're available a variety of colors. The fit is fantastic. They're true to size. So make sure you grab one of those awesome jackets. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see mine sitting right behind me on my shoulder. The hat stage there as well. Arn, I know you love your jacket, and it is getting to be that kind of weather, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And it's smart. Get your order in early. Don't get backed up on these deals because we ran into that. This company is a beautiful find. They do beautiful work, but they're like anybody else. You know, they can only handle so much at a time if you're planning on doing it for a gift for Christmas or something.
There you go.